I've got Ngarrindjeri on my father's side and Ghana Plains on my mother's side. So yeah, I always acknowledge that, and also acknowledge the Scottish side, the Scottish Whalers. That's where Raukkan comes from. I was born at a place that's currently known today as Raukkan. It was formerly known as Point McLeay Mission. It sits on Lake Alexandrina. On my father's side, we inherited all the cardiovascular diseases. And on my mother's side, it's diabetes. It wasn't up until '89 that I lost my leg. I had that amputated below the knee. That was due to what they call peripheral vascular disease. And I was fine. I was coping with it all, and until then I developed arthritis. So I've got rheumatoid arthritis in every joint now. And I also have osteoarthritis in my lower 3 and 4 on my spine. So that's very restrictive as far as my walking goes and any kind of exercise. It took me about 2 years to adjust, like physically to it, but mentally and emotionally that took at least 10 years, I would say, to believe in myself again as a person. I mean, since I was 12 years old, I remember going to meetings and stuff with my grandmother, my mother and my aunties, you know, fighting for the issues of our people. Little did I know that I'd be, you know, doing this 40 odd years later, you know, for our people with disabilities. Our Indigenous people in Australia, we're 3% of the total Australian population, but of that 3%, the last statistics reveal that at least 50% of that population, of that 3%, is affected in some form of disability. So it's very high numbers for our people. We face double discrimination, you know, discrimination because of disability and because of our race. The racism that over the years is just like, to me now, it's just like water off a duck's back. I just can't be bothered retaliating with them because to me that's just ignorance. This day and age, racism is based from ignorance, I would say. More people are acknowledging. I mean, you must remember that there is no word for disability in any Indigenous language. So a lot of our people have connected with agencies, one because of colonisation and the fact that you have the stolen generation. It's the fear of having that child removed from them and growing up institutionalised. So yeah, that's what a lot of our people haven't identified. They're not neglected in the community, they're still part of the community. But it's the way how Indigenous people work. I suppose a non-Indigenous person might see that as neglected, but it's not. They're still cared for by the people in the communities. We don't do it in that formal sense. We're not labelled. We don't label ourselves, and oh God, we've had enough labels in our lives. And I feel personally that I'm meant to be here. I'm meant to be the one who's fighting because I don't back down. I'm a bit of a bullheaded sometimes, yeah. But only because I'm passionate about it. I'm extremely passionate about it. But now I am here and fighting the fight, you know, fighting the fear, fighting the racism, fighting the system that, you know, doesn't cater to our needs. I'm here for a reason. I don't know if that's a spiritual thing or what, but that's just my way of thinking. But having a disability, yeah, you get a double whammy.